I would like to thank David. David has been with me for a long time. He's been a financial supporter. David has been a financial supporter. Even Stephen, before he ran, he would like to. He was pretty good with numbers, and so I like to just throw in that word. As Stephen, before I ran, even it could be even before I ran, or it could be Stephen before I ran, because I heard Stephen, but even is, you know, it's perfect. It's even. It's like, no, he said even. Hey, think what you want. Hear what you want. Because I hear what they're saying. It's not that I hear what I want. I just looked at that clip and I'm like, now let me see if he says anything. And then and I hear the word Stephen. Okay, there was a S. You can slow it down yourself. Matter of fact, slow it down. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll put it on the record and slow it down. Because it's the word before that. Does it have an S at the end? And he's continuing on? Because it could have an S at the end. And then with even before I ran, he's a financial supporter. And then the next word doesn't even make sense. Look at it. The next word he says after financial supporter, he says like just or something, you know, financial supporter. Stephen, before I ran, like it kind of sounds like even before I ran, he was a good supporter. Hey, look, I know Stephen and Trump are like this. I know they are. And I know that Stephen, you know, even before he ran, he was, they were good buddies, you know what I mean? And I didn't know that until like a couple months ago. I started figuring out that Stephen and, I mean, whatever his name is, you know what I mean? But they're still going to use Stephen because of James DeShawn, because that name in Gematria is the most famous name in Gematria. It just is. Stephen James DeShawn. And he is the person that claims to have written the entire book, that nobody wrote in the book except for him. And then everybody started slandering his name, even though he wrote a lot of the things that are slanders that he loves to talk about, like I am the Antichrist. He loves saying those words. Look, when you know how they talk, you know how they talk. If you don't, then you're gonna be like, oh, poor Robin. He thinks that Stephen's like the president of the World Bank. I mean, come on. Him and Trump are buddies. Stephen's a poor suffering sir. He don't even have any money. Look at him. I mean, he plays the role perfectly, don't he? Especially when he goes into, you know, when he goes into his house, and when the day it was snowing and there was foot tracks running along, and he claimed it was the UPS guy, but he doesn't have any money. So how does he get packages delivered? You know what I mean? Like, coincidentally, on that day there were snow tracks up to his house, right? Well, Stephen, just trying to remember all the things he said, you know, that I've gotten personal information from him as I was talking to him face to face, like literally face to face on Skype for quite a few hours at a time. Just like he talked to Justin, same thing. Quite a few hours, plenty of times. But he lied. Of course, he said he only talked to him once, but that's how he works. He lies through his teeth. And here's when he lies, him and Trump, even, I mean, they lie all the time, but when they tell the truth, they hurry up and skip by. They hurry up and skip by, like, and it will come to pass. Anybody would have some school lunches at the cafeteria. It's like, doesn't it make sense what you said there? And but David was a good financial supporter. See, Stephen, before I ran, you just, you know, so when they tell the truth, they speed it up. When they lie, oh my God, do they slow it down. Just listen to Stephen's voice. He can't change it. He had speech therapy. You are taught how to lie. Because when you lie, when they take a polygram, okay, what they'll do is say, yes, I am Stephen James DeShawn. Because you know you're lying, so you have to calm down your voice so you don't get a lying feeling. You know how when you lie, right, you get that feeling inside like, oh, yeah, same thing. It's called lying through your teeth. That's what it's called. It's called lying through your teeth. You have to calm down your heart. I'm just assuming, okay? So I'm just saying, look, doesn't it make sense? When people, look, the liars that are professional, they know what I'm talking about. CIA agents, you guys know. You guys are soothsayers. Trust me, my brother-in-law's one. He can talk calm and smooth. I mean, he's a good guy, but hey, look, he has to lie. It's on him. He has to deal with that coming up soon. But to the CIA agents and FBI and all you guys and all the liars out there, the ones that got to keep secrets, you guys have been trained to lie. You guys have been trained to talk smoothly. That way you can just calm yourself. Yeah, because here's Steve. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a car. I would. I mean, I could take the bus. I could take the bus. The bus is right there on Heron Road, 83 Heron Road. I don't have a car. I could. I mean, if I had a car, I would go out preaching the word of God to everybody. I mean, but the bus is right there. I mean, because it really is right there. The bus really does come down there, so you can definitely verify that. But I don't have a car, and if I did, I mean, I would have more to eat than just oodles of noodles. If you know what I mean, Robin. You fucking know what I mean. We're cutting off the daily sacrifice real soon. Most likely April 7th, somewhere around there. I don't know. It could be May 14th, all right? It could, when my partner gets raptured up out of here, and I supposedly die of something and come back to life also. Look, that's when the daily sacrifice is going to be freaking taken away, Robin. And it's the money, okay? It ain't Harold Camping. It ain't the first woe that passed back in October 22nd, 2011. It has nothing to do with that. Frickin' get rid of Harold Camping. Well, I know he's a true prophet, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I know he's a true prophet, but he's a liar. Harold Camping, he's a liar, and I am not. I mean, I don't lie. You know, I don't lie at all. And Harold Camping, see, he had itchy ears. He had itchy ears, just like Rabbit. Rabbit has itchy ears. I don't even know what the fuck does that mean. What? Really? My ears itch? I don't remember that. It must have some kind of spiritual meaning of like wanting to hear what you want to hear, I guess. That's probably what itchy ears means. But yeah, so Robin, he's a liar. He's been a liar from the beginning. I mean, he's a liar. So he's a false prophet. And anybody that follows Robin, they need to repent right now. Because it's almost like, well, I'm the Antichrist, so why am I'm the Antichrist. I'm so concerned with what Rabin is doing. My entire channel is about Rabin. I'm the world leader of the bank, okay? I am the world leader of the bank, by the way. My name's Stephen James DeShawn, and I'm Ben Deho, and I am David, I am Elijah, I am Moses, I am John the Baptist. I baptized myself. I am Jesus also, because I baptized myself and then I became Jesus. So hey, look, I'm like the shit. I'm everything in one. And and I love when they say I'm the world leader of I'm the leader of the world. Oh my God, Robin I love when he says that I'm the leader, the president of the World Bank. Oh man, I love it, because The truth is, I'm a poor, suffering servant of the Lord. And so there's that, guys. Just want to give you a little heads up on how people talk when they're lying straight through their teeth. They slow it down. They're just so smooth. You know what I'm saying? Just smooth. And Stephen does love when I say things like that I found out the truth. Look, to everybody else, again, I don't feel sorry for me. Please, please don't feel sorry for me. Because when you see me and I'm running things because God gave me information to just give along to the elite to let them know, and then when it happens, they'll know, and then how can they not give me what I want? You know what I mean? How can that not happen? So don't feel bad for me, all right? Because I know, Trump knows, and Stephen knows, and all of his colleagues know that I understand what Trump is saying, and I know what Steve is saying. I know who they both are. I know that there is no one Antichrist, even though I'm going to tell you, Tyrus, okay? I'm going to tell you that the traffic, okay? No. So Tyrus and King Cyrus, both of yous both know that I know, and you're still going to follow through with your plan anyway, because God sent a strong delusion that you guys are still going to believe until he flicks the switch. Again, that's all that God has to do. He's given me all this information. I'm not the only person that's gotten information from God, but I feel like I'm the only one that knows exactly who Stephen is and didn't know before 2018. Okay, I didn't know who Steve was. And all of his colleagues and all the elite and everybody, they all knew. I came aboard just like the colleagues did, and Trump and everybody else that knows Stephen's character personally. I came aboard uninvited. You guys are trying to kick me off the ship. I'm like a pirate. I'm raiding your asses. I'm hopping on board by myself, and I'm taking yous all out. And that's just the way it is. So, you guys don't particularly want me on board, but I'm on board. Now I know. Now I know, and I'm not even part of you guys. I know just as much as you guys do, and I don't even have a part to do with you guys, and I don't see anything that you guys are doing, but I can see clearly, and that's the greatest feeling. So, all that information that God just threw straight into my head, I'm speaking it out. I'm catching what I'm catching. I'm hearing exactly what I'm hearing, not what I want to hear. My ears, I don't itch my ears. No, not at all. No. I might itch my head, not itchy ears. But I can hear very clear what you guys are saying. And to act like yous aren't, well, that's pathetic, because we all know that that's how the elite talk. That's how the Masons talk. They talk like Gary Perry, you know? They talk like, hey, guys, everything's great, okay? And, you know, hey, look, Gary, you'll wake up too, you know what I mean? Put in a request now, and I'll make sure you get it, okay? If not, I'm going to make sure you get what you deserve that you didn't request for. And it's just mainly a surprise, that's all. It's just a surprise. Like, the elite have their surprise that they think is going to... Yes, it will surprise it, for sure. It's surprising over 7 billion people. It just ain't surprising me in the least bit. The biggest surprise is the thing that I believe. Just me. Just me. Just me. Out of 7.7 billion people in the world, I'm telling everybody that that sky up in there, up in the air there, is fake. Everything is fake. Everything is electronically controlled and covered. And God will flick the switch. And 7 days are going to pass by. 7 days are going to pass by. Look, they're not going to be outstanding, godly, law-abiding citizens. However, the pain that I felt when I went to jail, and I heard my son on the other end of the phone, that's all that I needed to hear, knowing that I wasn't going anywhere, and I had no clue when I was getting out. That pain dropped me to my knees, okay? My tongue confessed. Look, however God does it, he's going to get you to drop to your knees and get your tongue to confess. That's what he did to me. From that point on, did I still sin? Of course. But my mind and my heart were going in the right direction. The proof is I went to jail 5 times in that year of 2004. And towards the end, I finally got snagged up. After that, the proof is I never went back. You know what I mean? So after 15 years, I walk the straight and narrow as much as I can. So that's what's going to happen to the elite, is they're going to have a change of heart, and then they're going to have leadership to guide them in the right direction, and they're going to start listening, finally. So that's how the elite are going to turn back over a period of time, but 7 days are going to pass by to really just drive it in, because that's how God does. He drives it home.